Hey everyone, just coming on today to talk to you a little bit about a conversation I had with an 8-year-old. And I'm a little bit emotional, so I might lose it today. So I'm just warning you now. But had a conversation last night, and it was basically centered around a couple things. But I ask you right now, what is happiness? And I'm going to define it for you. Happiness is a state of being used in the context of a mental and emotional state, including positive or pleasant emotions ranging from contentment to intense joy, okay? So as humans, we have a habit of chasing after happiness, like it's something that we can find somewhere, okay? So human beings do that. So as an 8-year-old, what does happiness look like? What does joy look like? That is the question, and that's what we're going to explore today, okay? So discussion with an 8-year-old. Emotions and feelings are important, are an important topic in this house, okay? So how do you teach your child that not being included is a part of life? Without downplaying the fact that he or she is feeling what they're feeling, right? How do we teach them that what another person does, the choice another person makes, rarely has anything to do with you? Never has anything to do with you. It's always about them, okay? So it's kind of what they are living in the moment. So how do you help a child understand that? How do you help a child understand this? That what somebody does is not anything to do with you. It's about what's going on with them, right? So that's the first thing. And I think that, this will be one of my biggest challenges as a parent is, validating the emotion, allowing it to surface, and then, teaching your child to let it go. How do you explain to a child that friends will come and go? And that friends will do things, that will say things that are going to be hurtful, and they're going to be non-inclusive, and you're going to feel like you did something wrong, or you have to do something to gain their approval again, or win back, their approval, or, win them back as a friend. It's such that conditioning, we all grew up with that as kids. I know we can't protect our kids from that, that whole situation. I know that I understand they have to live through it and they have to learn as they go. But wouldn't it be, as a parent, isn't it our job to at least explain that this is what's going to happen and this is why it's going to happen, but it's nothing really to do with you? It's what the person is experiencing and this person in their life and their journey, okay? I don't know, how do you explain it to an 8-year-old? And one of the things I said to him last night is you are only responsible for you, for your actions, for what you say, for what you do. You cannot control anybody else, and you cannot give away your power and allow somebody else to control you. That is you are the most important person in your life. And I think I said to him, when you do not seek approval, you are the most powerful person. You do not have to seek approval from your friends or from anybody. You are in control of you. What is going to make you happy? What is going to bring you joy? You go to school all day, you come home, like what things do you want to do that are going to make you happy, that you're going to feel joy from? Because, you know, you should feel you should have some moments of downtime where you feel joy and happy and excitement. But if you're allowing friends to to not include you, to unfriend you, like this is the thing, 8-year-old kid, like they're being unfriended suddenly in the world of, okay, so they're playing games or on Kids Messenger. Like the kid's 8 years old. Like seriously, this is ridiculous. So it was really like it was really a trigger for me last night. And, you know, being somebody who was anxious as a child and pretty much like most of my life, and I didn't even know it. Like I didn't even know what this feeling was, what this emotion was that I was sensing. You know, I've always been a people pleaser. You know, I grew up in a dysfunctional family, like most of you guys did too, right? Like there's no perfection here. Like there's no perfect, you know, ideal family, right? Let's face it. You know, but I spent my days feeling like I was looking at my life from the outside. Like I never felt present. Like I never felt like I was in control of my own life and my choices and where my life was going. You know, I was hyper focused on doing good, you know, how I looked to others, like what did they see when they saw Natasha? You know, the people that I socialized with, like I wanted them to think I was, I don't know, like whatever I thought that they wanted to see. I don't know. And, you know, like as an 8-year-old child, like how do we help these kids, you know, deal with those feelings and emotions when they're going to be teenagers? Because the teenage years were, for me, like I think I pretty much blocked it out. Like it was very confusing. You're trying to find yourself. You know, there's so many different groups and cliques. Like, where do you fit in? And, you know, like trying to understand this life you're supposed to live. So I guess what I'm saying is that life was very confusing as a teenager. You know, parents are consumed with their own lives. You know, they're trying to pay bills, they're trying to support, they're trying to raise kids, make meals, plan life, like all the things, right? And, you know, like when discussions did take place, they were very awkward. They were awkward and they were so far from being natural and just real that, you know, like if as parents we just spoke from the heart and just be honest and talk to our kids like they're human beings. Like we don't have to talk to them like they're babies. Like they, you know, our kids, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14-year-olds, they're like adults today. They're so much more advanced than we were when we were their age. You know, the truth is that as parents, all parents are doing their best. They're doing their best with what they've been given, with what they've learned, the lessons, you know, they're doing the best with what they have to work with. You know, it's really easy to fall into the trap of criticizing and thinking that you could do better. You could do better than your parents. Well, if I, you know, like, why didn't my parents do this for me? Or why didn't they explain this to me? Or why didn't, you know, it's so easy to judge and to criticize. But at the end of the day, everybody's doing the best they can with what they have. Okay? So today, as a parent, maybe you're not a parent, but be mindful that you're going to be in situations that you're going to be faced with these same situations, these same obstacles. How are you going to deal with it? Are you going to be open and loving and, you know, accepting? Or are you going to shut it down and, you know, just shut the person out of your life completely because you don't understand and you don't seek to understand or choose to, you know, give the person time to listen to understand? So the lessons here, like talking to an 8-year-old, it's like, okay, so you were, you know, this situation happened and the friend like totally took you out of the situation. Like you're not a part of this group anymore. So what are you going to do about it? You have so much downtime in your night to do something that you enjoy. And you're going to let this person totally take away your joy and your happiness and be upset and like, you know, just like cry, like feel, you know, just like totally bewildered like you are. Seriously? Feel the way you're feeling, but don't give your power away. Don't seek validation from others. Nobody's going to validate how you feel or what you're doing, or they're not going to compliment you and say like, "Oh my God, you're amazing." It's not going to happen. And it's harsh reality, it's harsh truth, but our kids need to understand that. They need to understand that they have to look after themselves first and foremost. Be kind, speak your truth, speak from your heart, be mature in the sense that don't say anything to anybody that you wouldn't want them to say to you, okay? You cannot, like, you're only responsible for yourself. You're not responsible for how so-and-so treated you or what they said or how they reacted. But you can shut that down any second you want. You don't have to listen to that. You don't have to take that crap. At the end of the day, nobody does. And neither does an 8-year-old, right? So we're heading into these years of, is it going to be bullying? Like, how are these kids talking to each other? So, you know what? I'm just going to have the talks now and just shut it down. You know, have compassion for others, be kind, but you don't have to take the crap that that these little kids are handing to you. No, shut that down. You are in control of your own power. Okay? You have to approve of yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to trust yourself, because you're the only person that's going to be with you for the entire life. Everybody else is going to come and go, come and go, come and go. Can you name one person in your life that's been with you from from being old enough to speak to the age you are now? No, nobody's going to be with you forever. You are the only person that's going to be with you forever. So stop competing with yourself. Stop judging yourself. Stop criticizing yourself. Stop measuring yourself and saying, "Oh, well, I could have done better. I could have done better. I should have done it like this." No, do you. The outcome is the outcome. Be proud of the energy and the work and what you put into it. And don't worry about what everybody else thinks and what everybody else says and seeking improvement and being attached. Don't be attached to those feelings and emotions. Don't be attached to anybody. You have to look out for yourself. You're the only person that is going to be around for your entire life. Trust me. It's been proven time and time again. Nobody's going to be with you forever. We all come, we all go, we all have our time on this earth. So do something, be mindful, be respectful, be kind, and treat others the way you want to be treated. Look at things through love, be present in the moment, be here now. Let's stop just being mean to each other. Why do we need to be mean to each other? Why do we need to hurt each other? Teach your kids to be kind. Teach your kids to be compassionate. That is my request today, please. These kids need to learn to grow up in a world of love and compassion. That's it. So, I'm done. Thank you for listening, and I wish you all a great, great day. And you can take these words and you can use them towards a child, towards your best friend, towards your partner, towards anybody at all. But it's really important. We only have one life to live. Why are we hurting each other? Seriously? All right? All right, guys. Bye. Thanks for listening. Take care. We'll see you soon.